welcome back to another day of 31 Days of Horror. I'm your host, Stephen Bloodworth, filmmaker and indie film critic. Thank you so much for coming by. When it comes to horror films, and especially independent horror films, it seems that these directors and filmmakers only try to up the ante with each film, whether it be bloodshed and gore or other subject matter that may be seen as offensive. The Tortured from 2010 is definitely one of those films. The film opens up with a man in the middle of the street calling the police, reporting the kidnapping of his young son, Benjamin. In a flashback, it's revealed that the boy was kidnapped from his own backyard by a man played by Bill Moseley. Moseley plays a demented child rapist and murderer who keeps Benjamin locked in his basement. It seems that Bill Moseley's character has some form of multiple personality disorder, because his character is talking in front of Benjamin in first and third person. And if there's one thing that steals the show in this movie, it's Bill Moseley's performance. There's even an interview with Bill Moseley explaining how he was approached for the role of this film. Check it out.
One of the producers, Carl Mazzacone, came up to me and said, you know, I have this script, I'd love to have you in the movie. And I said, well, what kind of script is it? He said, it's called The Tortured, and you would play. I said, well, great, what would I play? And he said, well, you would play a guy who kidnaps children and then, you know, sexually abuses them and then kills them and buries them in his backyard, excuse me. And I said, what? He said, yeah, you'd be a child molester, killer. And I said, oh my God, man, I have daughters, I have children. I don't want to play that character. And then he told me how much he was going to pay me, and I went, show me the boy. So
it doesn't matter what the movie is, just give Bill Moseley a reason to scream, and your film is officially awesome. The police eventually do capture him, but unfortunately Benjamin has been found dead from strangulation. He is sentenced to 15 years to life, which infuriates parents Craig and Elise. Feeling that justice hasn't been served, Craig and Elise decide to take the law into their own hands. They decide to hijack the van that is transporting Kowalski to another jail, and from there they decide to take the law into their own hands and torture the man. Craig is a doctor and has all the equipment necessary to keep Kowalski alive and awake. The torture methods go from beating him, burning him, and even strangling him. The torture scenes are not explicitly gory, but just watching the reactions from the inmate is terrifying enough. The ending has a major twist, which I'm going to choose not to spoil. Some people like the ending, other people hate it, but in my opinion, I don't have a say whether I like it or don't like it, but I must say it is really depressing. If the film didn't have Bill Moseley in it, then it probably wouldn't hold up as much as it does right now. But if you're looking for something different, then I say give it a shot.